Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm really sorry that I'm late. That was a total fuck up on my part. Let's just put it this way. Hey, everything will run fine. I don't need to test anything. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. The preview review branch of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen didn't download. So that basically made it useless. So during the break, I'm going to have to re-download about 30 gigs of content, which won't take too long. I'm on a fast connection, but it needs to be done anyway. And then Agents of Mayhem just didn't work right off the bat. Now it does. So we're going to start with Agents of Mayhem, and then we're going to do XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. So it's a double bill stream. There'll be about 2 hours of each today. And that's the order we're going to do them in. Cool. We good with that? Excellent. And audio ducking, I think, is working. If it's not, you'll no doubt let me know. Certainly sounds like it's working, right? That's what it's supposed to do. Good, good, good. God, I've had a lot of crazy stuff. The first private release of my mod was published today. So, like, oh, we've got to try it. Let's see, you know, finally the large amount of work has come to fruition. We actually have something playable. So, and there was obviously a bunch of stuff that needed changing, and we did a run through that. Oh, God. I have the person with the secret game that I am not allowed to tell you about yet, and hopefully we'll be allowed to tell you about tomorrow, is coming to the studio tomorrow morning. So, yeah. It's going to be an exciting week. If you like my streams, you are going to be excited. I have a lot of new stuff to show you that isn't out yet, and that's pretty fucking awesome, right? Cool. In that case, without further ado, let's get on. Let's get on with it. This is the first game on the docket right here. This is Agents of Mayhem. So this is by the Saints Row developers. I haven't been keeping a huge amount of track of this game, honestly. What I've seen of it is like, oh, so it's sort of class-based, but you play one class at a time and you can switch instantly between three. So it reminded me a little bit of Trine, I guess, but a third-person shooter. Outside of that, I know nothing about it. So we're just going to dive right in. This game, I think, is either out tomorrow or Wednesday. Let's go. Right off the bat. Not a clue. Oh, first things first, motion blur. Bet I won't be able to turn it off either. Why have FXA and TAA? That's bad. Don't do that. Motion blur off. Thank you very much. That looks terrible. Look, much better now. See? Don't do that. Let's rock and roll. Wait, loot boxes? Who said anything about loot boxes? I fucking well hope it doesn't. I don't see any loot boxes anywhere. Where are the loot boxes? Alright. I hope not. Open the door with your gun. That seems like a reasonable approach.
Found a thing, shot it, I'm in.
All available hell troopers. We have a situation in the southwest quadrant.
Also sounds like my threshold for my audio ducking is a little too sensitive right now. It's being triggered by my keyboard. I will see what I can do about that. Okay, that might be better. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool, let's rock and roll. Kill things! It's got numbers. Half of mine on some games that I don't like numbers, and then the other half I actually do. It really depends on the game, I think, and how much damage you're doing. Like, if you're doing a small amount of damage, the numbers just remind you of how shit you are. Alright, so this is Hollywood's special ability, apparently. Which apparently is to, just hump the air and grenades come out, which, you know what, I'm not really complaining about. Oh god, it's got scrap and credits and everything. Mayhem ability, blockbuster. Oh, so he's like the Johnny Cage of this game, I guess. And he just keeps exploding, right. That's neat. Okay. Let's go. Mayhem ability, press G. Oh god, he really is. I mean, isn't that just, Johnny Gat from Saints Row? I think it is, actually.
Well, this party is dead.
You're quoting one of your movies, aren't you?
First off, Fortune, it was a film, not a movie. But you recognized it, huh?
Let's focus on the job.
I don't hate that, actually. I don't hate that whatsoever. What's all this blue glowy stuff? I'm thinking, like, can you interact with it? I guess not. So, I'm allowed to stream the first 5 hours of this, and I think the review embargo actually lifts like tomorrow. I'm not going to get a WTF done by then, but I can give you this early look at it, so that's cool, right? There's a dash.
Holy shit. I think I found D-Bab's chemistry set. Hold on, I'll shut it down real quick.
Shut down the evil ball! Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I think I made the glowing ball angry.
Glowing ball? As in a giant evil ball of death? That's a Dominator, Hollywood.
D-Babs, Dominator, Death, that's a lot of bad-sounding D words. Hold on, I see a console.
VOD date for XCOM for reviews and review-like content is later down the line, yes. I think I can do preview-like content VOD now, and I can do stream. Oh, Christ.
Damn it.
What happened?
But I don't think I can do critique-like content until closer to launch, because they still have a bunch of bugs that are in the preview version, and there's a couple of cutscenes I'm not allowed to show because they don't want spoilers. That's about it, though. Like, they'll allow me to show anything else.
Babylon knows we're here now. Good going, Woody.
Enough. Just get to the rendezvous point.
I want to see what the class variety is like, because so far, actually, I'm liking this a little more than I thought. It's got a... The previews I saw, like, gave me less of a comedy impression of the game than this is giving me.
I love kicking Legion ass. You all as psyched as I am?
Ready and waiting, Tech. Just need you to take out these turrets.
No problem.
And it seems like the game's actually a bit funnier than I thought it would be. Should I be shooting these people? Probably not. Are we gonna do it anyway? Yes. Yeah, so I remember seeing Hardtack in the previews. He seemed like one of the least interesting in terms of what he can do. But the whole point of the game is that you're supposed to be able to take a team of 3 and swap between them instantly. And each of them have got different movement abilities, movement speeds, ultimates, all that kind of thing.
In now. Thanks, Tech.
That's not very nice, is it? It's not cover-based as far as I can tell, which is pleasant, because I'm kind of bored of that. Teleporting harpoons, right? Sure, why not?
What? Has there been a breach in my lair?
Nice, so it teleports you right in front of you so you can just shotgun the hell out of them. Alright, that's neat. Mayhem ability is depth charge. Fires a limited number of mines and then detonate all the mines. Yep, sure. Not exactly complicated.
You want me to fuck it up, don't you? Don't you?
I've got you in my sight.
That's a pretty neat music.
And external defenses. No way could someone just walk in here.
You gotta time that.
You guys hearing D-Babs? He is pissed off.
That guy's always pissed off.
Anyone know why Persephone is such a hate-on for this guy?
Other than his being one of the bad guys,
Let's not forget that our boss used to be one of the bad guys, too.
I'm with Hollywood. Where you at, Fortune?
The game is just purely single player. I don't believe there's actually a multiplayer component to it.
Hey, yeah. So, we got a situation in the Southwest Cargo Bay.
Damn it! This is only my first day.
There you are, my pretties. Just need to take out a couple pendejos first. Just need a second to activate the lift, and here come some bad guys.
You need a hand?
But these rank-and-file chumps? I don't think so. Just hold tight. I'll meet up with you in a sec.
Neat.
What? Has there been a breach in my lair? Impossible!
Looks like I need to adjust my audio duck threshold again. There we go. I don't want it triggering off key presses if I can avoid it, just by voice.
Go get him, Glory!
Okay, kind of cool. I'm not a fan of a gun because it feels like it's pea shooter.
Now back to stealing shit.
But yeah, that's personal preference. I never like little pistol-based energy weapons that clearly don't have any kick to them. Oh, it's a hacking minigame, alright.
And up go the goods. Sweet. Phase 1 done. Now on to phase 2.
It seems like when you activate your Mayhem that characters have particular theme music for whatever reason. And yes, I think it is fairly clear the game is not supposed to be taken seriously.
Hell yeah! Franchise Force is back in action!
Franchise what now?
Franchise Force. I gave us a nickname.
You can't just give yourself a nickname.
Not just me. Us.
Alright, so this is the swap. Well, not that, but... Oh, you just roll the mouse. Okay, that's a handy and logical way of doing things. I expected worse.
Critical systems failing.
Yep, I think it's fairly obvious how that works. And it seems that all characters have a triple jump, for whatever reason, which I guess is cool. They're obviously big on just giving you a lot of mobility. If there's like a melee-focused character, I would imagine there is, right? I think the game will probably live and die on how many good characters there are to play. Which sort of concerns me, because if you're gonna do a funny story, if you have too many characters, it can be difficult to do. What I'm also sort of trying to work out at the moment is what's the point of swapping characters. Because so far, there isn't one. I could just very easily stick with one. So I'm going to assume, hopefully, that there's not sort of arbitrary reasons to do it, and that... I would have thought there'd be like a combo system involving that. Maybe there is.
Mayhem. I should have known. You fools. Overcharging the Dominator core. It's something a child would do. Do you have any clue as to how much danger
question.
Of course you don't.
Actually, it seems fine on the stream. It just looks like XSplit was sort of chugging a bit in terms of its frame rate, but the stream looks like it's running at proper speed. Okay, that's fine. Never mind.
Just a few more moments, and you will not stand a chance against me, the Ministry of Pride, Legion, or the Morning Star.
Was that ad-libbed? Impressive.
Sure is shooting things.
My plan is already in motion. Soon, the Ministry of Pride will be the crown jewel in Legion's mighty crown!
You realize you said crown twice, right?
I mean, you can swap characters to get HP back, so there is that. I understand that concept, but if you're good enough, you in theory never need to do that, right? It's almost like swapping between weapons, I suppose.
I have a final present for you. And Persephone.
Just your weapons of people.
I wrapped it inside my shotgun. Just you wait.
It is very cheesy. It reminds me of like a old sort of B-movie supervillain thing, which is kind of cool.
You're only brutes with bullets. Isn't that right? What is it they say? When all you have is a hammer. Every problem looks like a nail. Farewell, Mayhem. And to you, my sweet pet, have fun in your new home. Looks like it's time to get.
Okay. Well, that would involve one of our characters dying, which doesn't seem to be a high risk so far.
A 0-point dynamo. And yeah, it was. If it gets out into the city, it is bad news.
I didn't expect the entire place to fall apart. Holy shit! This place is gonna bury us if we don't jump.
No way I'm gonna catch that dynamo moving this slow. Fortune, see what you can do.
On it. Oh yeah, much better. I ain't dying because of Hollywood's fuck up. Get in here, pretty boy.
Wait, what? Why me?
Cause you poked the bear, that's why.
I don't quite understand how they're implementing the teleporting people and disappearing people in to the storyline. Like, it's a very video game thing. Why do they do it in the universe, though? The cartoons are really cool. I wonder how many of those there are. Well, standard XP and leveling up and skill trees, etc., I'd imagine. Oh, looks like you got gear as well. When fortune dashes near enemies, the enemies are slowed and vulnerable. Okay. Oh, that's cool. The other stuff didn't sound too exciting. I don't know. They'll probably have a method for gaining experience passively on characters you don't play.
I don't know. It's just, I think he sees me more like a sister than a woman, you know? What's your opinion on intra-agency romance, Friday?
Me? Why? What did you hear? Oh, thank goodness. Hold on. What's this? Oh dear.
What's up?
Dunno. I'm picking up a massive dark matter energy signature.
Friday, you there?
Yes, hello? Agent, what's going on?
Yeah, so I don't think getting Babylon is gonna be as easy as we thought.
Hey there. Welcome to Seoul.
Neat place to set it. Oh, so is this sort of like a big hub area, or is this just another level?
But he unleashed one of his glowing orb things into Seoul.
From what I'm seeing, that dynamo is channeling enough energy to level Soul.
I do not care about the dynamo.
Alright, let's have a look at these menus. So, what we got? Inventory, Gremlin Tech, Legion Tech, and Inventory. The game's slowing down a little bit in these menus. I'm not really sure why. It's like chugging a bit. It's actually chugging more than a bit. I don't have an explanation as to why it's doing that. It's not responding well at all, though. Huh, that's weird. Okay. Well, at least it's in a paused menu. It's not a massive issue, but it's clearly an issue nonetheless. Alright, so scrap, you blow up Legion stuff. Legion, I assume, are the antagonists. And you do open world gameplay. And there's a crafting material system, okay? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of crafting components in this thing. It's like crystal shards, upgrade cores, region keys, element fragments, machine parts. Like, you're drowning under this stuff. Excessive. Alright, well, I don't have anything to build anything anyway, so this isn't really important. Yeah, the game's frame rate has basically tanked completely since I went into the menu. I'm hoping going out of it will fix that, because if not, that's a pretty serious bug. Alright. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so that's the grenade thing. Looks like there's a couple of weapon slots and passive slots. We had that gadget. Yeah, so I could put a run and gun stock on the weapon. And then there's a passive, which is currently empty. As for upgrades, we have 2 upgrade points. So it looks like everyone sort of has different stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of these are really kind of dull. Like, oh, magazine, yeah, extra bullets. Okay. I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 bloody times. I don't like it when you have boring upgrade systems of tiny little percentile increases. I don't find that in any way satisfying. Alright, her upgrade was under passives. There we go. What can she do? Huh, it's more little percentages. Lovely. Sure, extra cash rewards for the squad. Why not? God. 3% health regen. Oh my god. I wonder what super agent is. I guess when you hit level 20, I wonder if you can like reset or something like that. I don't know. Alright, please tell me that when I get out of this inventory, it's gonna fix the frame rate. It didn't. It's chugging hard. That's a fairly major problem, actually. That's a really major problem. Yeah, the frame rate has gone to hell and back. As soon as I hit that menu, it all went to shit. Okay. I don't really know what to do about that. I'm gonna try restarting from mission checkpoint. Now, it wasn't the hub area. The hub area was fine. It was fine right up until I loaded the menu. It's fine now. Okay, so reloading the checkpoint fixed it. The problem is if that's gonna happen every time I go into the squad menu, then that's a huge problem.
But he unleashed one of his glowing orb things into Soul.
From what I'm seeing, that dynamo is channeling enough energy to level Soul.
I do not care about the dynamo or Soul. I care about Dr. Babylon being dead.
Persephone, babe, don't worry. Friday and I will have this wrapped up in no time.
You better, Agent. You better.
Okay, apparently my stream's down for no reason. What? What the fuck? Yeah, this is a Twitch problem. This ain't me. Great. Is this happening to anybody else? God damn it. Okay, looks like we're back up. Yeah, looks like the ingest server I was using may have just crashed. That was lovely. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Right, so back to what we were talking about. Yeah, the opening the squad menu killed the frame rate of the game.
It moved, huh? Curious.
The hub is not running that well, I have to say. The frame rate's chugging a little bit, which may be an optimization issue, or it could be down to the fact I'm running old drivers. But the problems with the squad menu, that's not drive related. That's a bug. I'm enjoying the 4 extra bullets in my magazine. It was really, really fun mechanic. Yeah. What is it with games and boring upgrade systems, I tell you? It's so unimaginative. It's dull, it's busy work at that point. Might as well just have those upgraded automatically, and then have the upgrades that you choose actually be interesting.
Did it just move again?
Huh, it sure did.
The enemies aren't spongy at all. I don't know what you're talking about. They take barely any hits to kill. I can bet this. You wouldn't be thinking they were spongy if I turned the damage numbers off. I mean, 1 shotgun to the face is killing these enemies. That's not spongy at all.
Oh, it covered quite a bit of distance there. If you'd rather drive, I'm sure there are plenty of civilian vehicles around you could commandeer, yeah?
Steal this terrible looking thing. Okay, apparently I can't. Oh, yes I can. Oh, you teleport inside the vehicle. Why? I guess the way of saving on animation costs. Oh, this sounds like a soundtrack I'm gonna have to mute for YouTube. Okay, so if you crash into things, they just explode. That's kind of neat, I guess. So far, this is kind of giving me a Crackdown vibe. Oh god, and it's got a big mission area thing as well. I'm hoping that's just for the early missions. So what's the point of having an open world if you're so damn restricted by it? Yeah, I'm like, that's not a lot of bullets. That's like 5 or 6 at most, and headshots are doubling. And with heart attack, it's literally like 1 shot. Sponge? Nah, not sponge. No, by no definition of the word sponge is that true. Well, yes, bosses generally take a lot of hits in video games. What the fuck else are you supposed to do with bosses? It's like, there are some criticisms to have of this game. That is not one of them, because that's just silly. Alright, it's a boss. Let's find out how many hits this thing takes. Probably quite a few, cause it's a boss.
Call this a golem, but never mind. You take care of that, and I'm going to see if I can find out what Babylon is up to.
That's probably got weak spots or something. Ah, that's probably no good. Alright, so the harpoon could stun. I would assume, yeah, I mean, you can see the amount of HPs go right there. Which is not actually a massive amount. Really. I'm still sort of not seeing the point of switching classes, though. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess you're just switching weapons and abilities, but is it just the best idea just to cycle out and use all of their abilities while the other ones are off cooldown? Well, that didn't take much. Probably move out of the way of that.
Are you done playing with Babylon's toy? Good. Now get back to the Ark so we can plan our next move.
I'll see you back at the Ark, Agent.
I don't see how it's Borderlands either, really. There's no looting aspect, really, to it. As if I turn these damage numbers off, I can bet most of you will stop comparing it to Borderlands. I can guarantee it. Alright, so I got another ability, which probably means as soon as I go back into that menu, it's going to break again. This I like more. Teleport them into the middle of a bunch of enemies and explode. That's far better than the other one. I like that better. Wait, There are melee attacks? The game never taught me those. Upgrade core. Alright. What does that do? Let's find out.
The 0-point dynamo was too unstable for my work.
Where is my crystal?
The process cannot be rushed.
Your time is nearly up. Do not squander this final opportunity.
Yes, Morningstar. I have a plan. Behold, the Cermak Comet. The crystal encased in its shell has a dark matter resonance, more than sufficient for the Morningstar's plans.
And I have precisely the tool for the job. The Hammersmith Graviton Induction Resonator.
Do not fail me, Hammersmith. I must have that comet.
Okay, then.
All right. Well, since it seems we're going to...
Unreal 4 particle
Let's get our
effects!
bearings. Can you get to higher ground, Agent?
Oh, so get high and then hit the E button. Right. Sure.
This is the Tomorrow Tech Expo main pavilion. Have a look around while I find us a suitable spot to call down a warp generator.
Oh, what?
Have an invention you'd like to present at the expo? Visit one of our submission offices, located at each level of the TTX. Happy inventing!
See a penny, pick it up, and yeah.
Skins and all sorts of other things for whatever reason.
Showering every morning, then learn all about the new extended clean bath water.
Sure, we'll go to the squad screen, see what happens. Didn't seem like it broke it this time. Looks like that was only a one-off thing. Well, one of the upgrades is called America. That sounds like a good upgrade. See, these are good upgrades, right? The other ones suck. I think we'll have to pick America. Let's be honest. So, we'll go with that. Unlimited ammo, faster rate of fire, and more explosions. Okay. And as for gadgets, we had a new weapon gadget. Oh, there's a rapid-fire magazine. Oh, that's neat. If you land a critical hit, you get automatic reload chance. I'll take that. That sounds good. So at least some of the gadgets are kind of fun. Like I said, the upgrade system is dull, but the upgrade cores are good, it seems. But it seems like core upgrades that you can only apply to one character at a time. So you need to try and find and collect the things. So, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm probably going to just stick with Cavalier Boots. Neither of them seem great. I don't even use melee attacks, so I'm not a big fan of her as a character. I'm hoping I get another character to swap her out to, because I find her gun really dull to use. Now, what we are doing is replacing the harpoon with the boom harpoon. Now, that is a fun idea. Alright, so good. The menu is actually working properly now, which is nice, because it wasn't earlier, and that sucked. Okay. Looks like there's blueprints for vehicles and stuff. Yeah, I am getting a big Crackdown vibe from this in many ways. Not necessarily a bad thing. Don't have any schematics for making things. Alright. Cool. Oh, yeah. I should probably, like, see what those skins are like. I actually don't know where to go to do that. Oh. Didn't know about that. He gets cooldown reduction while if he shoots in the air. What about the others then? Where's the skin option? Am I dumb? I'm gonna assume I am. Equip it in the squad select screen. Oh, when deploying from the Ark. Okay, I haven't done that yet. All right. So I guess there is some main hub area that you deploy into the city from, and you pick your squad from there.
Technology of tomorrow on display today here at the Tomorrow Tech Expo.
So what's the what's Hardtack's ability then? What's his passive? Because they never mentioned that in the tutorial, so I didn't even know it had one. Oh, okay. So he's got a big knockback. He can also scale walls using his harpoon. Again, didn't know about that either. These are all things that are worth telling people. And what about her? Stuns random targets on the battlefield. So, yeah, I mean, that's just when you use your ultimate. Ability to dash and mid-jump. And a sort of overcharge if you fire for a long period of time. Yes, you can see sort of all the specializations and why you use certain characters for certain things, but obviously at the moment the game isn't difficult enough to justify that, so I'm hoping it will ramp that up later.
Look at all this. Soul certainly means it when they say building the city of tomorrow, yeah?
I want to scale the wall with that harpoon. I want to see how that works. That's real, because that's really crackdown right there. Or Hulk ultimate destruction. Yep, that's kind of cool. You can only... I don't think I can go all the way up here. No, because they've built that specifically to stop me from doing that. But it looks like most of this city is traversable. So, it's definitely giving me the crackdown, Hulk ultimate destruction kind of vibe. And of course, Saints Row, I mean, you know. It seems like that ability's on a cooldown. Yeah, so I think it helps you. It doesn't let you climb the whole wall with it, though. Okay, alright. But it's neat to know that. Would have been kind of cool to be told that in the tutorial, that actually existed. I keep hitting 1, 2, and 3, thinking that'll switch between characters, but it doesn't. Which is kind of slightly odd. You'd think that would, but it's just roll the mouse wheel, which is easy enough.
I think I found the perfect spot, Agent. Soul's Tranquility Temple. Head there and set the beacon for a warp point, yeah?
Whatever that means. Oh, cool, so you can safely fall from any height. Yeah. And want to be all the way over there, so it's like, what's the best way to traverse? Well, if this was Saints Row, I'd be jumping 300 feet in the air doing my superhero shit. As it stands, we don't really have that, but... frame rate chugged a lot during that drop. I mean, this is a very large city with a lot going on in it. But I am a bit concerned about the fact that during that drop, the frames dropped quite hard.
TV star Rod Stone is accepting blame for his fuck-up?
Look, we all made mistakes in that lair.
Yeah, sure. Of course, some of us made bigger mistakes than others.
This is sort of a case of, like, switch between the characters to figure out the best way to traverse the city. Some are better at it than others. Oh, it's one of those shards, I think. So, I don't even know if I can jump high enough to reach it. There we go.
Another for the collection.
Cool, so you get 10 of those, you get an upgrade core, and as we've noticed, the upgrade core seem to be actually worth pursuing. Alternatively, I could just steal this tiny car. Get back here. I want your tiny car! Give me it. Give it. Fucking... Come back here. Okay, this tiny car. This is fine. There we go. Tiny car! How does he fit? I believe he shrinks. This handles like a block of steel on a ski. This is lovely. God damn it. Who would drive this piece of shit? I think I would have been faster on foot. It is terrible. Absolutely awful.
Come see me as soon as you get in, Agent. All right. Call down the warp generator and let's get you home.
Actually, I had no idea this game was open world. A lot of what I'd seen of it was just missions, so...
And teleportation capability is online in Seoul. Come on back to the Ark, Agent.
Activate the warp point. Which is where? Oh, okay. Oh, you can just do that from anyone in the city. All right, then. Okay, sure, why not?
Never tell an angry woman in skull paint you think she looks pretty today. Trust me, shit, my eyebrows are still growing back.
Well, well. Welcome back to the Ark. Had fun in Babylon's lair?
I guess you could say that.
Persephone and I are still coordinating our plan. In the meantime, Claymore requested a word with you.
Let's find out what's going on in here.
Oh,
guns,
welcome
yes.
to the armory there. Hey, I heard about what happened in Babylon's lair. No worries. Persephone will cool off. Besides, with me fitting your kits, he won't stand a chance next time you find him. That reminds me, Gremlin was asking about you. Swing by the R&D lab when you've a chance.
Give me guns. I bet it's like, you gotta find random shit in the world to make it. Yup. So what do you do then, if I'm already able to do that stuff in game? What's the point of you being here? I guess this is just where you equip stuff, but I'd already equipped things. If I can equip things in the game, what's the point of doing it here? That seems entirely useless and redundant. Okay.
Hey, there you are. Oh, I just got the fabricator up and running again, so Gremlin's R&D shack is raring to go. Once I have the materials I need, that is.
Crafting things. Not allowed to make a game without that these days. So this is where you craft stuff. So you can build Gremlin Tech and Legion Tech. Legion Tech upgrades gadgets.
Has been postponed due to someone
Gremlin Tech are consumables.
materials.
Legion Tech currently offline because it requires an arbitrary level. Great. Despite mentioning it, saying, hey, you can do this. Like, no, you can't. No, you can't. Alright. Oh, it's just a giant bowling ball thing. Alright, I mean, that does seem useful. But you've got to build them. I don't like consumables. I've never liked them in games. It's like, I don't want to use them because I'm like, this cost me things and I could have spent that on other stuff. Why am I bothering, you know? Same reason why everyone keeps their health potions to the end of the game, because like, well, no, I don't need it now, I can use it on something else. And then you're like, well, what was the point of even being in the game then? I just finished the whole game without using it. Okay, guttable gun has been made, apparently. Looks like there are no other options to build right now, because I probably need schematics.
See you on the flippy floppy.
The what? And as for equipping stuff, you can just do it from here. So, as I said, what the fuck is the point of this?
Best head over to her office then.
I feel like I'm missing something. I'm very clearly not. It's just pointless. It's redundant and pointless. Okay. Alright. Now I know. I mean, you'd think he'd sell things, right? I have money. No? Guess not. Oh, apparently Legion Tech is only in the arsenal once you build it. Why, though? What's the point? If I can apparently equip everything else from outside of there, why would I specifically have to equip that in there? It's just silly.
Well, it seems your complete and utter failure to assassinate Dr. Babylon may have yielded some positives.
What you mean?
Intelligence suggests Babylon...
Don't talk over the attractive-looking boss character.
We need to find out what the doctor's designs are. Friday has the details. Go see her. Now go back to work before I have Carol in HR enact a performance review.
Why would you do that? That's not very nice. Checking out the art assets. Your agency level represents how strong Mayhem is. New missions and arc functionality becomes available as you advance to the... Yeah. It's Crackdown. Okay, we get it. So rather than Saints Row, where you're basically running a crime morgue, this is sort of a superhero, more of a super agent. Requisitions is, I assume, where you buy things, which we don't have unlocked yet because unlock everything with levels and... you get the idea. It looks like there's sort of a... This is probably the open world roamy kill stuff mode, and these are missions and operations. Like there's also contracts and things like that. Ah, this gets me a new agent so I can replace the silly pew pew pistol girl. Good. That works for me. Thinking of upping... Oh, you get extra stuff for upping the difficulty. You know what, I think I might do that, because so far the game's been really easy. We'll put it up to 3. And we'll see how it goes, and maybe go up to 4. I'm glad they're rewarding you for upping that, though. That's nice. I do like that. And this is where you can pick the skins. There we go. That is not much of a skin. That is basically a haircut, let's be honest. Not particularly impressed with any of those, but hey, whatever. The Gat. Indeed. Maybe Hardtax is better. He doesn't have one. Alright. Maybe Fortunes is better. Doesn't have one. Alright. Oh, it looks like so those are the number of ability. Oh, so I think each slot gives you different choices. So slots 1, 2, and 3 have a bunch of different agents for each, I'm going to assume. I think I'm right. No, I'm not. Okay, so it's just that. Right. That's still a decent number of choices. Okay, let's rock and roll. I'm gonna try difficulty 3 and see if that ever actually encourages me to swap characters other than just doing it for the sake of it.
Y'all got my back out there, right?
Let's do this, people.
Friday, send us out.
Don't get this teleportation thing. Waiting for the explanation on that, but hey. Yep, that's the gremlin tech. Yes, we already, I believe, have that equipped. At least we certainly should do. And those are the, yeah, so those are consumables and you hit... Oh, and there's the bug back again. Yeah. So that definitely happens more than once. It looks like sometimes when you go into that menu... Oh, I'm going to have to return to the goddamn Ark to fix it. Yeah, they need to fix that. That's pretty major.
The Morningstar and I go way back. We met in 1912 at the University Library in Munich. Yuri introduced himself and asked me, oh God, I've said too much.
A little bit of a 90s cartoon feel, don't mind that. Yeah, so it's not on world load. Or, I mean, it may be tied into that in some way, but that would be the second time I've had it happen that was actually around when I'd loaded a world. So, yeah, it might have something to do with that, but it's a pretty severe bug. They need to fix that. That's a really big problem.
Man, I can't wait to start some shit.
Ready to roll out.
Whenever you're ready, Friday.
And this is unskippable, which I assume it's probably just hiding the loading of the city. There we go. Let's not fuck with the menu this time. Because I'd rather actually play the game rather than have it break. Okay, so that starts the operation, I assume. I don't know why they're in one body there. I don't have the explanation for how this works.
spider up to? We should start at the obvious source and beat up some Legion troopers, yeah?
Friday. I doubt some lowly grunt is gonna know Babylon's master plans.
Well, Legion uses drop pods to deploy troops rapidly. Get close to the launcher so I can determine where its command signal comes from. That should tell us where to look next.
Trying to find a car that doesn't suck.
No interrogation scenes? And here I was gonna put on my bad cop persona.
Suddenly, I'm glad we ain't captured nobody.
I would have to check performance off stream to get an accurate reading. I have definitely seen it chug a little bit. But like I said, my drivers are out of date. Pretty severely out of date. Because I was having some problems with them, so... wouldn't be too concerned about that just yet. Yeah, that car's a little better to use. Alright, so this time we have the explosive harpoon, so it teleports them forward and then blows them up. These guys are a bit tougher, but they're still not that spongy. Like, they only take a few shots, and it seems like they have a few more abilities, so that's good. I still don't know what the melee is. The tutorial never bothered to tell you. So that's a bit of a weird one. But no, like, I don't think things take too many shots, and I think if you turn those damage numbers off, people wouldn't even fucking notice. It's a psychological bias. I like the art style of this, though. It's a bit different from Saints Row 4. A little bit more graphic novel. A little bit more superhero. Secret agent kind of thing. I'm good. Those are invulnerable, alright. Like I say, apparently you supposedly do more damage when you're in the air, which I haven't actually seen the evidence of as of yet. Yeah, they don't take too many hits, but it's going to be down to personal preference as to whether or not you think that's too spongy. Some people will, some people won't. The shotgun definitely isn't, so that is not a problem. Alright, well, I'm going to assume this is sort of where they're teleporting dudes in. Let's do the hacking minigame.
I suspect you can sabotage the launcher if you fire at its weak points.
Yeah, the shotgun fucking destroys people. Not even close. Not just people, objectives. Ooh, upgrade core.
Oh yeah.
I'm not too keen on collectathon open world games, but I will pick up stuff that gives me significant upgrades.
Oh dear. It seems when Legion controls an area, they put numerous diabolical machines all over. Drop pod launchers, ice barrage weapons, and other terrible things.
So how do we stop Legion from deploying those evil things?
Hopefully by taking over the outpost. There's an elevator platform on the ground. Hack the console there and use the platform to reach the roof.
No problem. I always make it to the top.
Oh, that looks like a better... I want that car. That looks way fancier. It went that way. If you're gonna pull a leaving mission area on me, I'm gonna kill you. It seems like it's a target of some sort. Get back here. You're special. I want you. God damn it. You, on the other hand, are not. Out of the way, bastard. Ah, he's probably run off now. Pay no attention to the being... Ah, I've lost him. Shit. He looked like some kind of special objective. He had a thing above him. Oh, well. What's that? If it has an icon over it, we should check it. Oh, there's a race. Okay.
I call this the Weaponized Mayhem Delivery Service, or WMDS for short. Drive as fast as you can to your target, then at the last moment, you jump out. Boom! Why don't you give it a try?
Okay. This sounds like fun. The game's running quite smooth in the driving, which is nice. Doesn't handle too bad. Could be worse. I mean, you know, there's a keyboard after all. I don't know why you'd be over there, but hey.
Running is racing.
I'm sorry, what? Yes! This is... someone played a lot of Crackdown before making this game, there's no doubt. But that's fine, Crackdown never came out on PC, so I'll take it. Power slide's quite nice. Okay. I mean, the explosion at the end was a bit underwhelming, but alright. Collect enough of the same vehicle blueprint to unlock the car. Alright, so I'll be able to, if I do enough of those, get that car, I guess. Ah, frame rate's chugging a little bit in this area. Wonder if it's this, these that are causing it. Well, not much I can do about it. Ugh. Ew. Yeah. It's almost like it's the same bug, it's just, it's being applied through different ways. And it is severe. It's definitely not good. I wonder if it's because I'm in windowed mode. Let's try full screen. No? We're not gonna do that? Oh, there we go. That actually did seem to help. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Oh god. What the fuck? The chug. Oh dear. Ah. Right. Yeah. That's an issue. That's not even just chug. That, like, is actual full-on game slowdown. See what I mean? This is not good. Yeah, that's actually a deal breaker. Pretty severe one. I'll report back to the publisher who gave me the review code that this is happening, but I will try it off stream to see if it's anything to do with the streaming software. And it... I don't know, something that severe doesn't seem like a driver issue. That doesn't... You know, driver can result in lower frame rate on optimized gameplay, but that's really bad. Like, the whole thing's going into slow motion. Bad. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna end that then, because that's a deal breaker. I'm gonna move over to XCOM, which in itself will probably have problems, because it always does, but, like, the game, like I said, the game's pretty good from what I can tell, but that problem... Like, I need to identify what's causing that. I need to look into if that's driver-related. If... I doubt it's got anything to do with the stream. That seems unlikely. But I actually have never seen a game go full-on slowdown like that. Not in a modern PC game. That's really unusual. But yeah, I'll look into the driver updates. And I'll let you know on Twitter what happens with that. Right. This break's gonna take... a decent amount of time because I have to switch my Steam clients out to the review build and I need to re-download the review build. So if you're gonna have to wait, and we will swap out to XCOM War of the Chosen. It's just gonna take a little bit of time to get that all in, okay? So please have some patience and enjoy the music while that's happening, and I will be back as soon as I can be.